Some people like to collect stamps, and I have started to collect content, good content. And here today I'm telling you all some of those discoveries. Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Swati, and today I'm going to tell you all some of media recommendations that I've gone through the last few weeks. So it may be YouTube videos or some blogs or something that I read or watched, and it actually got my mind thinking. And I'm like, okay, this is something that everyone should read about. It's not anything in particular, but random topics or random concepts that maybe you might have known or not even come across earlier, but when while reading or watching it, we are like, oh, this is something that I never knew, or this is something that I never saw this in, with such perspective or such lenses. So these are some of those media recommendations that I have come across. Media which I'm recommending you. So media recommendations that I think you should also watch and read. And if you all know, this is also part of my project accountability, where I'm trying to be a better person and I'm trying to grow myself in any possible way. And one part of that is to stop doom scrolling as much as possible. So I'm switching to better content, watching better content or reading better content, to actually also grow my attention span. It is a part of that as well. So that's why I am looking for more such good content to consume, and that's why I'm recommending you. And also about my project accountability is how I am writing the topics of those contents or that I want to see, and not only just saving it somewhere, or just it's in my saved drafts and I'm never seeing it. So if you are someone who's watching this video, do not expect that I'll put the title of the media that I'm talking to you about in the description box. I'm not gonna do that. I want you all to write those topics so that you can actually go and watch it. Sometimes you writing any of those topics which you want to watch actually increases your chances to watch it, because if you just subscribe to this or just save this video somewhere, you're never going to come back to it and watch it. But if you actually write those topics with your hand on a pen or paper, or even in your notes or somewhere, the chances for you to watch that comparatively increases. Just to say you, for example, I have also all the topics that I'm going to talk to you about, I have also written, like I've written it properly with the name of, maybe if it's a video, then who is the video about, what is the video, the title of the video, so that as soon as I write that, I can search it. And do not assume that this I've just written for the sake of to make this video. If you can see, the red highlighted ones are those which I've actually read, and the others are the one which I have just written a topic but I have not read of as of now. So these are all the topics that I keep on writing whenever I scroll through Instagram, and then I'm like, okay, this I should read, or this I should watch about, or this I should study about, or someone else recommends that to me or something like that, so that I have everything in one place. Whenever I actually want to consume some good content, I have it ready. I do not have to go to the safe go one second, sorry, go through a safe post or anything, but it is there in my hand. So let's get started. I'll start with few of the particular or specific what is it, blogs or videos that I've gone through, which I want to read. So if you're who wants to read this or watch this, please get a pen or paper or start typing in your phone. The first one is a blog. It's called I'm 38. If you're in your 20s or 30s, read this. This is the whole title, and it is a must read. I must say, the person who has written this is genius, has spoken the truth. They have not held themselves back in saying anything. There's some hard hitting truths in there. I'll literally not say anything about this, like what they have written. I just want you all, if you do not watch or read anything that I say in this video, please read this blog. It's a little big blog, like a long blog, but it is worth reading. Like, believe me, it is worth reading. All the points she has mentioned, they have never assumed like it to be a very sweet or something like that. Hard hitting truths, some of which we can relate to, some of which are literally eye opening, but very, very extremely good. The second part is actually a YouTube video, The Epidemic of Escapism by Nikki Riordan. Nikki, Nikkyreardon. This is a YouTube video, and he has explained this escapism so nicely, with such examples that we see in our everyday life, and some of those are actually a form of our escape that we do not realize. Some of things that he says actually got me thinking that this is something that we all have normalized so much, but it is actually not. It is just us trying to escape from the everyday life, or just trying to make ourselves feel better, but maybe is it actually better or not? It's a YouTube video, so you can watch that. The other one is actually a blog on Substack, and the name is Velvet Noise, who's the writer under which name it comes. So if you read Too Much Joy is Exactly Enough. If you write Too Much Joy is Exactly Enough, Velvet Noise, you'll get it. It's in Substack, it's a blog. I've read a lot of blogs from Velvet Noise. A lot of them are extremely good, extremely expressive, and the way they write and the writing skill, I am like, I want to be a writer after reading them, reading to whatever they write, and it's very good. And this Too Much Joy is Exactly Enough. It's exactly about the title, that no, we are always under this impression that okay, if I'll be too much happy, then it will be followed by too much sorrow. I should not be too much happy. I should not express my happiness too much. I should not people, and also that nazar wala cheese, it's there. But they have written this so nicely. It's like, no, too much joy is exactly enough. Every time you feel that you have that joy inside you but you're not expressing it, please express it. Like, that's what everyone needs. And also the people around you also need. Too much joy is only problem to the people who have a problem with good things or with happy people. Otherwise no one has a problem with too much joy. Another one from Velvet Noise is Some Parts of You Only Emerge for Certain People. It is a very sweet and what to say, calming blog. It's another blog, and it's like very, they say some of the very obvious things, but still it makes you feel that yeah, actually not everyone knows the same version of me. Not everyone sees the same version. Even if you're in your family, if there are 5 people in your family, 5 people will have different versions of you, because there are some parts of you which only comes out in front of some people, made good or bad, but it does. And they explain this whole thing like extremely nicely, and I just love it. Now these are some of the specific blog recommendations. The ones that I'm going to tell you now is actually just a concept that I either I saw on Instagram or someplace, and I'm like, okay, I have to kind of read about it. But those are very interesting concepts. So you can just search in general, do a Google search, and then read about it, whatever content you get. The first one is neuroaesthetics. It's basically about why certain art form or music trigger an emotional response. Because if we see, a lot of time there are people who literally cry after listening to some kind of music, and there are people who are like and we are always like, how is that possible? Like, why is that person get moved so much? It's just a song, it's just a music. But we do not realize there are actually certain forms of art, be it like art, physical art, or music or anything, but it triggers an emotional response between us. And the whole concept of this neuroaesthetics, it's a good read. Like, in general, to research also is a good read. You can do that. The second part, the last one, is actually the rise of third places. What is third places? So basically, this third place term was coined by a sociologist, Ray Oldenburg. What they mean is like, home is a first place, the place we work, if you are a working personnel, is a second place, or a school is a second place, and the third place, this concept of third place have been rising very recently, and it's on the rise. Basically, it can be the cafes that people go to work to, or the co-working spaces, or any place that we find that we do not have to actually interact. There's no pressure as to, like, for example, if you're talking in context of a second place, that is our place of work, we do not have to interact. There's no actually pressure or a boss above us, but because everyone else is working there, it still gives us a sense of accountability. So these are the kind of third places, and this is the term that he coined. And he's talking about cafes, or maybe co-working spaces, or all these places people are going more and more now, and not only to enjoy, but like in general, kind of their third home, if you say. So that's also good. You can research about it. I was not able to find any particular blog about it, but in general, about this concept you can read. So okay, as of now I have these. Like, I have a lot of topics. If you can see, I have a lot of topics written, but sorry, but some of these either I have not read, or I have read and they were not like very good, they were like very normal, so I have not recommended that. If you want to know about more such topics, or more such media recommendations, I'll let you all know in the next week, because these are some of the ones that I've read in the last 2 weeks. So the more I research about such content, the more I go through such content, I'll keep posting these media recommendations to you all as well, so that you all can also, get into the habit of consuming good content. Some of these, which are YouTube videos, they're literally, you do not have to do anything. You are just watching. And the thing is, I'm not saying that watching YouTube whole that every time is very good, but you all have, in general, everyone has to have this perspective thing. Like, if I was watching Instagram whole time, my attention span was extremely low. If I'm watching now YouTube, a long form, I'm not saying shorts, a long form video, mostly YouTube long form video, and in for a kind of an informative content or a better content than what I was watching in the brain rot content that I was watching Instagram, it is comparatively better. So I have to take a route which I know comparatively will be easier for me, rather than directly eliminating all kind of social media from my life. Over, and in fact, YouTube, you will not call social YouTube social media. So in, if I'm consuming long form content in the way of video, then trying to consume which is at least better than the Instagram brain rot. And also, if I'm trying to read about something, then I'm trying to, actually read about things that will, kind of make me make my brain work, make me think, or something that I'm very interested about. And you all can also pick up such topics randomly from your own life. If there is something that there's a concept you heard about from some random person, or you came across and you were like, okay, this is something that you should read about, please write it down, note it down then and there, so that you remember it when next time you are like, okay, I should, stop watching Instagram. And it's not only about Instagram or the social media in general. In general, if you do not keep your brain working, or if you do not, bring out the curiosity inside you, in the long run it is not good for us. So, like, too much of gyan for today. Just these are some of the recommendations. Hope you all like it, and let me know which one is your favorite. Thank you.